Hey guys, welcome back to the Error 404 podcast. This is Arian, and I'm here with Leah.
Hello.
That was a very, hello, thank you for joining us today.
That was very robotic for a bit.
Today we are gonna go into some things that Leah actually had the idea for right before we started the show, and I'm all for it because I think it's gonna be absolutely amazing. So you know, people who follow us or listen to us know that we get irritated by a lot of shit. So, you know, we're going to go through some stuff. One of the things I'm going to be reading is 20 things that make you irrationally angry. And then I figured, you know, we'll go back and forth on it. We'll see. And then Leah has some stuff as well. Should we give them an idea of after break, or should we make that a surprise?
No, we'll tell them after break.
All right, that sounds good to me. So, do you have any news before we start?
Actually, yeah, I have a story of how it's been 3 weeks since I've been at work.
Yeah,
and no end in sight. So, what happened was, let's start. It's a Tuesday, okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm not feeling too good. I'm sweating a bit. And I'm feeling like really tired. Like, you know, when you run in a dream and it pushes you back, but you can't run. That's how I'm feeling awake. And my boss she was like, yeah, you can't be here. These are symptoms for COVID. You have to go get tested. So then I couldn't be seen until Wednesday. I got tested. Didn't get my results until Saturday. And it was negative. And they called saying, do not go back to work. You need to call a nurse. And I was like, okay, but on the weekends they're closed.
Yeah.
So then Monday comes. So now we're at 1 week being out of work. Monday comes, I left a voicemail because they closed early for some reason. And I guess on Mondays, urgent care closes early. I don't know why.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they closed like an hour early.
Okay.
So I was like, it's COVID times now. So it's like, oh, fuck.
Gotcha.
So then I left a message saying like, hey, I got this call. I'm not supposed to go back to work yet, apparently. Could you tell me what's going on? Tuesday, they called back saying that I have to be out 3 days minimum, no symptoms, before I can even think of going back to work. So the note they wrote me to go back to work just is voided. So now it's Tuesday. So now a whole week has gone by. So I wait the 3 days. It's Friday. Still no symptoms. But guess what? It's the weekend. They're fucking closed again. So now we're on Monday. And then again, I call them. Again, they're like not getting back to me. So then they finally got a hold of me, and they said that I have to make a follow-up appointment and possibly be retested. So now this is another Tuesday. Now we're on 2 weeks. So I kept calling, make an appointment. No one got a hold of me. Wednesday comes, I get an email. Ironically, after I left a message saying I need an appointment, saying, hey, there's a spot open at 3. Do you still want to come? I said yes. Follow through the weekend because I have to wait. So this is 2.5 because of the weekend. This was the previous weekend, the weekend we just had. And HR is this random New Jersey number is calling me. And I'm like, I don't answer other state numbers. If they leave a voicemail, I'll get back to them. They called me like twice, and then they texted me saying that it was the work HR. And they were like, did you resign or do you still work at your job? And I thought that was weird. So I was like, nope, I've been out sick with COVID symptoms. And they're like, well, the nurse told us you got a negative result. You were supposed to come back immediately. And I was like, nope, because the doctor said I had to be out for 3 days, symptom-free, and if not, I have to make a follow-up appointment. Well, that follow-up appointment was to be Tuesday. Yeah, it was supposed to be, but now it's next Tuesday, so today, at 2. And she was like, well, why is it taking you so long? I was like, oh, because it's the only one they have open. Trying to get her to understand, so many people are trying to make appointments right now that if you make an appointment right now, it'll be for next week. That's how it's been going. So unless you're just fucking lucky.
No, even the one I took, remember when I got out and I had, because I had that fever and it turned out to be fucking kidney infection.
Yeah.
I still had to wait. It was like Monday or Tuesday that happened or some shit. I don't know. But I had to wait until Friday. It was almost 5 to 7 days before I could get my tests.
I told her this and she goes, well, where's all the documentation? I'm like, well, everything's verbal. They can't give me shit. And I was like, but My next appointment's Tuesday. I already told the nurse who's out of office right now, I will get everything printed off that she needs and fax
Yeah.
it to her. Like, no problem. I'll just take a picture of my phone, attach it to an email, whatever. So then she started harassing me, saying, oh, you need to call me. Nothing you're saying is adding up. And I'm like, nah, go fuck yourself. So I had her number spam. And I was like, what you're doing right now is harassing me. And you're not only going against Employees with Benefits Act, you're going up against Employees with Disabilities Act, and you're going up against the New York State Department of Labor laws. And I'm like, especially COVID laws right now with work, they can't hate you for being sick or come at you for COVID stuff. So granted, like it came back negative, but yada, yada. Anyways, here we are today. I'm like, okay, 2:00, let's go. I put in the address, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know there was an urgent care like 4 minutes from my house. It was an appointment for fucking Planned Parenthood. So they never actually got back to me and scheduled a doctor's appointment. Because the email didn't say Planned Parenthood, it didn't say urgent care. It said, sorry we missed your call, does 2:00 work? But I was like, oh, cool, because I called Planned Parenthood like 3 days beforehand. So this whole time, I was like, yeah, I got my appointment today, don't worry. And now I'm like, fuck. Like, I still need an appointment.
Oh,
so
my God.
I'm just going to walk into urgent care, and I know the guy's going to kick me out because I have symptoms. But I'm going to be like, just schedule me a fucking appointment for the 10th so I can get tested, go get tested. But then I have to be out for 10 more days. And it's just like,
Yeah.
at least I get paid. But it's at this point, if they keep harassing me, I'm going to be like, all right, do you want to talk to corporate about this? Because what you're doing is wrong. Like, I'm trying to come back to work.
So what happened? Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty easy actually for you to give them that stuff, because like all you have to do is any appointment, like when you were at your doctor and he told you because of your symptoms, you have to wait 3 days. Like he can literally write you, or she can literally write you a note for that. And then that's there. Yeah. You know, like all this stuff you have notes for.
Well, it was all over the phone. But
I know, but he can still write it out.
Oh, yeah, like I can easily tomorrow be like, yeah, I never got my negative tests like printed or anything. Is there any way you can print it out for me? Is there any way that you can, I was told to stay out for 3 more days, 3 days symptom free. That didn't happen. Is there any way that you can just write, yes, we need them to stay symptom free for 3 days minimum?
Yeah, they can just write you the note saying because she had symptoms and the test came back negative, we wanted her to stay out for 3 days. He can easily write a letter for that.
I'm going to say like, and then just fucking mail me another negative, because I know it's going to be negative again. But I was just like getting fucking annoyed to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm on a full-time Uber because people need that shit right now.
Yeah, or, you know, like you can have that doctor's office straight up just fax that shit over to them too. And then be like, boom, there you are. Like,
so
leave me the fuck alone.
For no fucking reason. It's been driving me insane.
Oh my God.
Because I'm like, this can't happen in all one day. You do realize this, right? Like, do I want to be out for 3 weeks? Now maybe 4? No. I got bills to pay. I got shit to do.
And you only have so many sick days. So obviously it's not, you know.
The sick days aren't being counted for this. So my job has a policy that once you're tested, they have to pay you for 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're negative, you have to have doctor's permission to come back. But that's what I was saying. The HR lady was like, well, you should have come back. I was like, I fucking can't. The doctor told me no. Like.
Yeah, okay, like, I get you now. All right. Yeah. So.
But anyways, that was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is my life currently, and it's driving me through the roof. Because granted, I'm getting paid, but it's just like. Fuck. But
it's getting to you're getting stir crazy at this point, like because you're just in the house constantly. I don't know. Well, the Uber thing works in Albany. The chick I work with, she's a new girl. She says that she does like all this shit on the side, like all she does is work, and she does Uber. And I guess she was telling me today, like she has to do so many rides or something in the next 4 days, but they're giving her like almost $600 if she meets that goal.
Yeah, no. So what she's talking about, and I know what she's talking about, and she worded it to you wrong, but I know what she's saying.
No, I just wasn't listening.
Uber has these incentives. Yeah, to where it's like during let's say like 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on this day, if you get 3 consecutive rides, we'll give you an extra $30. If you complete 6 consecutive rides, we'll give you an extra. So they have it days in a row to where
So,
like you can
alright.
be just from those consecutives, you can make $100 per day off those consecutives. So she does it 3 days in a row. That's a good $300, not including tips, not including the
Right.
actual fares. So yeah, she can make a good $400, $500 in 3 days.
Yeah, she said in Albany, she's like, I'm
Oh,
always
Albany,
busy. Yeah, it's like always. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
good for you, man.
Yeah, I was gonna do that again. Just leave my phone on. If I get something, just accept it, walk out the door, jump in my car.
Yeah,
and
just
come
wear your
back.
mask. That's it. Just
Yeah.
make sure you're wearing a mask.
Yep.
Yep,
I
there you
don't
go.
care if they're wearing a mask or not because whatever, I have one. But
Yeah.
all
Oh
right,
my
so let's
God.
get into this. That's my life. Well, first off, do you have anything that's going on?
No. I mean, I have a lot, but no.
Okay. Nothing you
good.
want to discuss?
Yeah, nothing good.
Okay.
All right. So my first one is, and again, this is 20 things that make you irrationally angry.
Okay.
The first one, when people chomp or chew their food loudly, that is one of my biggest pet peeves.
I hate it.
I can't stand
When
it.
they're
Yes, the lip smacking thing. If it happens on accident, that's different. But when you're purposely doing it, like I can't do it.
You're taught from a young age to chew with your mouth closed.
Exactly.
Do it.
Yes. Yeah. When people talk loudly on the phone in public places like the mall or grocery store, yeah. It's not an over the top angry thing for me, but it's super annoying.
Oh
like
my
at
God.
GameStop.
So quick story because it's included. When we were at the beach, when I was at the beach with Andrew, fucking there's so many people that talk loud that I would just turn to him and repeat what they said, and he would lose it because he just knows I'm just annoyed by it.
Yeah.
So the last day I was there, there was this couple who randomly just started setting up like a table, food, a tent over them, and it must have been like a birthday celebration. And these parents showed up later, but it was a girl who must have been a sister, the girl whose birthday it was, and then it had to be her boyfriend or something. But it was so funny, I started laughing, and I had to repeat to Angel what they said because all I overheard was, "Did you bring the candles?" "No, I didn't think you wanted candles." "Well, it's my birthday." "Well, Hannah, that's not my problem." I lost it, and I looked at Angel. I was like, "Do you think they'll notice if I move my towel closer?
Oh my
Because I just want to
God.
hear this."
Well, Hannah, that's not my problem.
And then like the dad was like, "Hey, you guys want some beers?" And he went, "No, we're good." And I was like, "Oh, he's fucking done." And
Oh, no, that's great.
I guess James and Will went to a cabin and they had a beach, and their friend came over and he wore a Speedo. And they overheard when they went to the beach the second day, a kid, like a little tiny kid, say to the mom, "Mom, that guy in the Speedo's here again." So I just want to add that because
Oh my God.
it's weird. Like, I hate when people do that, but I always love repeating it and hoping they hear me.
Yeah.
As in, like, I can hear your shit. Like,
Yeah, like tone it down a little bit.
I
I
thought
get
that
it's
was
a
so
public
funny.
place,
It's
but
my
it's a public
birthday.
place.
Hannah, that's not my problem.
That is amazing. I'm totally gonna use that from now on. That's my
Yeah.
new, like, I don't give a shit. Hannah, that's not my problem. When a couple or a group of people walk super slowly in front of you, blocking the
Oh my
entryway,
God.
can't fucking stand it. That
And
is a huge pet peeve.
I used to do that in high school when like I was behind people. It'd be like, yeah, not like I have somewhere to fucking be.
Yeah, like, not that I'm trying to walk here. Like, I can't stand that shit. When you have to untangle your headphones every damn time you want to wear them.
Yeah.
I don't really have that issue so much because these are the only headphones I wear. So, but for other people, I see how it's
I
frustrating.
have earbuds and that drives me insane.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
Yeah.
When someone tells you to calm down or cheer up, even though you're completely fine, cannot stand that shit.
Cannot fucking
Can't stand
that.
it.
Especially when you're not in a mood either. And
yes.
It's just like, calm down. You're like, a fucking what?
My mom
Like,
does that to me all the time. She's like, will you, I'll say something. She's like, oh, just calm down. And she's like, or just, what are you so upset about? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not. And then she'll just be like, well, you're acting really pissy. And I'm like, that's just me. Like, I don't know what
now
you
I'm
want.
pissy.
Yeah, like, but now I am. Like, I can't stand being told how I feel. That's
Yeah.
a good way to put that.
Don't tell me how I feel.
Right, exactly. When someone asks a question that was literally just answered,
Oh.
give or take. It depends on the situation. Like if, you're in a group, or at work in a meeting, or say in a group at a party, and someone just literally didn't hear the conversation or missed it, that's a little bit different.
That's different, but I fucking hate it when it's like 4 people.
Yes.
And then they go, oh, wait, blah, blah, blah. And you're like,
yeah.
I
Yes,
also
that's what
hate
I said.
repeating myself. So that's
Yeah.
also, because
Yeah,
it goes
that's the
like,
thing.
oh, I said this. What? I said this.
Yeah. What?
Whatever.
It's like, sorry, you had
No.
two chances to fucking hear
Technically
what I
3.
said.
You should have listened the
Yes.
first fucking
Yes.
time.
When someone touches your face for no reason, when someone touches me at all for no reason, I can't stand that. So
Arian knows how I am with that.
yeah, no, I fuck that. No, thank you.
I like seeing Arian's face when someone new we meet like touches me,
Mhm.
and Arian's just like, "Ooh, you should like
Yeah.
immediately."
Yeah, like don't touch. That's not okay. When someone hovers over your shoulder while you're working on the computer, yeah, ish, I guess. Like that doesn't bother me so much, but like at work, like at the hotel, when people would just come into my office and sit there and then kind of stare what I'm doing, I'm like, this isn't for you.
I just
You
don't like
know,
people
like-
hovering in general.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
every time
that's-
someone hovers, I always go, "Can I help you?"
yeah,
like-
you're just like, what the fuck could you possibly want from me right now?
Yeah.
When you stub your toe, yep.
Yup.
Remember that time that I was in England and I posted that picture? I think I sent it to you too, but I posted that picture of my toe because they had those
yeah.
crates in the hallway and I stubbed my toe on it, but like my pinky toe got caught and it was like all bruised up my foot and shit
Yeah.
and it was nasty. Like, oh, that was
I
bad.
sent you a picture of my pinky toe before when I was like, "I think I
Yes.
broke it," and you're
Yeah.
like, "Dude."
Yeah, I like stay off that shit. When people don't use their blinkers while making a turn, yeah, I don't like that. Like especially when they like stomp on their brake
Yeah.
really fast to take a turn and they don't do it. Like if you're driving and you know all of a sudden the GPS is like, oh, turn right here now. You know that's a little bit different, or you realize that's your street, but like still,
I
just in
hate when
general.
people slow down and then when they're like completely stopped, then they put the directional on, and I
Yes,
was like, "Bro,
that I was just gonna
put
say
your
that.
directional on first,
Yeah.
so I can go around you."
Like the whole point of the indicator is to indicate that you will be turning, which means I know you're going to be fucking slowing down. So give me the heads up. That's
Yeah.
all. That's what it's there for. When someone doesn't say thank you after you do a service for them,
that was us all the time. "Hello, sir. How are you?" Silence. All right, I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
oh fuck myself over in the corner. Then thanks for that. So it depends. Like you know. Again, that's kind of I feel like that's kind of our culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you bring someone out and they're supposed to, oh, thank you. And it's kind of like,
I
well, that's
hate-
your fucking job. But
I hate when I hold the door open for someone and they give me a dirty look. I kind of just want to like grab them by the shirt, throw them
and
back,
rip them back out. Yeah.
rip back out, and then just walk in front of them.
but
like,
yeah, like that's different. So if I'm working like, okay, at GameStop and someone doesn't say thank you because I bring them out, who gives a shit? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's my job. I'm getting paid. You don't need to thank me. But if I hold the door for you or I do something like above and beyond, you know, I guess I don't expect thank yous, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah. So
It's different from like if they just don't say anything, but they give you a look and then just like, yeah. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But like if they give you a dirty look, it's like, go fuck yourself.
it's like I just want to slam the fucking door in their face and be like, fuck you, open your own door.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck you. This generation has no common courtesy because of you, you dick.
Yeah.
All right.
When people slow down to a full stop just to make a left turn.
What were we just talking about?
So it does depend, obviously, but like, yeah, for the most part, there are people that there will be no traffic coming at them, dead clear space, and they still come to a complete stop to turn left. And I'm like, you can go. You can go. This one doesn't bother me. I know it bothers you probably, but when a baby cries on an airplane, at a restaurant, or in the movie theater, and their parents that don't do anything to shut them up. So yes and no.
When a baby cries in general, like, how dare you?
Right? Like, how dare you be offended at the world? You have nothing to be
dare
offended
you?
about right now.
Have the world at your feet. Shut the fuck up.
You get the shit and piss in your pants and get fed. That's the fucking life.
You don't have bills. Shut your mouth.
So it depends. At the movie theater, it will piss me off because it's kind of like if they're that young, they really shouldn't be there yet. But if it's a kids movie, that's different. But like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there's that fine line of like, you know, they like Oakley went and saw Jumanji in theaters and he loved it. He was fine with it. And I was surprised. But like my friend brought her kid to go see something that came, I want to say Minions or something, and he's older. And he like was just a total dick.
I say it depends on the parents. Like, I hate children
Right.
overall. But
Yeah.
it's mostly, I don't hate them. I hate the parents for not raising
Right.
them, A, with manners, self-respect, because that's taught at a young age,
Yeah.
and B, like, keep your shit together. Or C, wait, some random letter that I don't remember what I'm on, when they misbehave and they don't, like, reprimand them for it.
Right.
Like, they just let it happen. Like,
Right.
you're just letting that child become a, you're letting that kid become that kid in school who no
Yes.
one fucking likes.
Yep.
Like,
And a burden in life where, but like, that's
Yeah.
like, for example, like if we're out eating and, you know, kids have fits, it happens. We have fits, we're adults. But like if we're out eating and, you know, the kid starts getting a little uppity or has a, you know, starts crying, we'll try to calm him down there. But if it's going to be one of those, like, he's going for it, then I go, okay, I'm going to bring him outside real quick. That's what you do. You remove
Yeah.
him, let him calm down. You know what I mean? Like, don't sit there and just let him blat, throw shit, you know?
I will say one place a child should never be allowed, again, over the weekend, a brewery. Don't
Yeah.
bring your kid to a brewery.
That doesn't make sense to me.
We were trying to be relaxed, have some
Yeah.
beers, enjoy the weather. I don't want to hear like
Yeah.
for 4 kids around me.
No, that's too much. Like,
Like,
there's certain things. If you have to be 21 to drink, you should be 21 to enter.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and
kids in
I'm
a
sorry, but
brewery.
that's it. And you know what? The brewery would make money. Put a fucking daycare center in there where there's 1 or 2 people that sit in there and watch your kids while you go on the tour or go and sip. Like, you know, you sit
Yeah.
there. There you go. I should open that business.
Yeah, you should actually.
All right.
I'll be the bartender, you be the daycare.
There you go. When people mix up your, there, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't really bother me as much.
no, I mean, if you constantly do it but I know that you know it, that's what pisses me off. But
Yeah.
like, you know, but it doesn't really irritate me that much. But don't be irritated when I fucking correct you either.
Yeah.
When someone turns on the lights, even though you're obviously sleeping, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't bother me so much. Like, honestly, the one thing that irritates me more is if, say, I'm in the bedroom sleeping and he opens the door and all the dogs come fucking running in and jump on the bed. That's what irritates me because it wakes me
Yeah.
up. But the light doesn't bother me. Like, just like if you turn the TV on, that doesn't bother me.
You know what does bother me is when I'm trying to sleep because I work night shift and some asshole across the hallway starts crying because he has insecurity issues, doesn't know how to be a man. So I have to get out of bed, open my door, walk across the hallway, miffed, open your door, and tell him to shut the fuck up and stop being a pussy, grow a dick for once, go back to bed, and then regret my decision because now he's crying even harder and now you're yelling at him.
Yeah.
That is annoying.
That is pretty fucking annoying. It's annoying to be the person in that room listening to that fucking
should've just come
high-pitched
in and
bitch
napped with me.
wailing. I know, I really should have. I don't know why I didn't. Just grab my fucking pillow, my dog, and and just come into your room. Like, Jesus Christ. When you pour a bowl of cereal and realize there's no milk.
Okay, I've been there, and that is a little annoying because now I'm like, now fuck, what?
You can eat it dry.
I mean, yeah, but it's not the same. So I'll either
No, I
give
get
to
it.
my dog, or I'll just pour it back in the cereal box, and then if I could miss the cereal box and it goes everywhere, and
So now because there's no milk, you have a huge mess.
yes, and
Yeah.
now I'm pissed.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about you. When you start to turn into a parking spot after searching for one for 15 minutes only to realize there's a motorcycle parked in the spot, it depends on the day. Sometimes I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, but like if you're really just pissed off and having a bad day, that really can
It's just
set
like
you
a buildup.
off.
No, I hate
Yeah.
when it's a Kia.
Yes.
Because
Like a
motorcycles
super
you can
small.
see, and
Yeah.
you start to pull in, there's a Kia, you're
Yep.
like, motherfucker, and you have to reverse it.
I just, motherfucker, and then you have to reverse it. Like, I don't know why that just made me laugh. When you're put on hold for any amount of time longer than 5 minutes. When I'm put on hold any amount of time over 25 seconds, that's enough for me. So who the fuck are they over 5 minutes? Who the fuck is sitting on hold that long? I mean, I have, because I really want to yell at someone, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
When your phone dies at 9%. It's my fault. And it died, like.
Yeah, I should have charged it.
When someone sitting near you or next to you taps their foot rapidly and constantly. I can't stand fucking tapping at all of any kind. Cannot fucking stand tapping. Can't do it. Yeah, or whistling. Can't fucking stand any of that. Whistling, tapping, you name it. And especially when people do that tongue clicking thing, you know, like they'll sit there and do that. Like not too many people do it anymore, but oh my God, it's like.
Oh, you mean where they go?
Yeah, where they're just like, and they're sitting there doing that, and I'm like, shut. My fucking animals are going nuts because I keep doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I can I do it when I think sometimes, where I go and then that's it.
That,
but
it's that repetitive.
Like,
yeah. I can't fucking stand that shit. Oh, that was number 20. I was getting so mad about stuff.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. So
right, I'll do mine real quick.
Okay.
And we'll go to break.
Yeah.
So mine is 20 sentences guaranteed to start an argument on the internet.
If it's anything about fucking white chocolate, just skip over it because I am not in the mood.
Okay. So number 1 is most craft beer isn't half as good as Budweiser.
I don't like Budweiser.
Yeah.
So
no, but that's the point.
Yeah, I don't like, but yeah, I mean, I get it, but like, that wouldn't start one with me because I'd be like, well, you know, I don't like Budweiser, so.
Yeah. Football will never replace baseball as the American pastime, which is true.
I don't care for baseball, so.
Baseball will never not be the American pastime. It's called the American pastime for a reason.
As a person who does not like baseball, and I will admit, he watches it, and it was the Yankees one, and they got into the fight, and like, so the coach or somebody was at the back, and he's like, oh, blah, blah, tomorrow, and they were starting this whole thing. Like, I was excited to see this big ass fight,
yeah.
But like, I don't care about baseball, but I will say it will not surpass football will not surpass it. Yeah, no. I even agree with that.
Girls is the best show on television.
No, fuck you. No, it's not.
I don't know what
you have is. You have The Office. You have Parks and Recreation. I mean, fucking Christ, you have so many other shows. Why am I so mad about this right now? I don't even know what The Girls is.
Well, shit. There we go. Oh, here we go. This might piss you off. I liked my steak cooked all the way through.
No, you can go fuck yourself. Don't even bother fucking eating it. If you're gonna eat a goddamn steak, it doesn't need to be well done. What's the fucking point? You're losing all the flavor. You're eating fucking leather at that point. Just go buy a bag of beef jerky. If you want it fucking well done, just go buy a bag of beef jerky. There you fucking go. There's your well done steak, you fucking cunt. God damn it.
Oh, God. Okay, I do agree with this. Soccer will never catch on in America. So
I do, unfortunately, agree with that.
Here's my point on that, because I'm a huge soccer fan.
Yeah.
Is European soccer is so much better than the Americanized soccer.
It is.
So much better. So, like, when there was nothing to watch, and we were watching England versus Iceland, that was interesting because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And, like, it's different rules. Well, not too different, but it's more entertaining because they take it as a sport. Americanized soccer is more like a hobby.
And the fans are more into it, which does help.
Yeah. So I will get, I mean, it did catch on in America, but it's not going to become.
It's not a thing. It's not football season. It's not baseball season. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not hockey season.
Right.
Samoas are the best Girl Scout cookies. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
Thin Mints are the best.
First off, Tagalongs are the best one.
No, Thin Mints.
Thin Mints can suck a dick. I don't like crunchy cookies, so
Thin Mints are the mint cookies. The mint and chocolate.
I'm aware, and they're crunchy.
They're not that crunchy.
They're crunchy to me, and that's all that matters. And my specific level of crunchy, I don't fucking like. I don't care. I don't like crunchy cookies. So, like, there's a level of crunchy, and that hits it. I don't eat them.
What the fuck is your problem?
I'll eat the chewy ones because they're not fucking crunchy.
Dude, chewies are the worst. You can't dip that in fucking milk.
Yes, you can. I do it all the fucking time. Yes, you can.
No, you can't. They don't taste the same. The whole point of dipping a cookie in milk is to make it, to make it moist, and it
What's the fucking point of getting a crunchy cookie to make it fucking mushy to eat? Then just get goddamn chewy cookies.
No, it doesn't taste the same.
I don't like this.
You know what? I'm done. Get the fuck off.
I'm
done with this podcast.
Fuck this podcast.
All right. What about Oreos? You don't like Oreos?
I like lemon Oreos.
What the fuck are lemon Oreos?
Just that they're lemon flavored.
That's
Like
disgusting,
the frosting
bro.
is lemon flavored.
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah, those ones are
Chocolate
okay.
lemon? Nah.
No, it's not chocolate, you weirdo.
Are you
it's
talking about vanilla?
It's like the golden Oreo, but they have lemon filling.
Oh God, what?
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. Morgan loves them.
Yeah, she's a dog.
No, but she won't eat a lot of the other flavors. Like I got a peanut butter and chocolate one time, and I dropped one, and she went to eat it. She actually spit it out. Didn't fucking eat it. But the lemon one, I left a family size because they were on sale, right? I left a family size one in my room. That fucking bitch ate the entire package of family size Oreos. Her shits were liquid after that.
Jesus Christ. All right, Seinfeld has aged badly as a show. Never cared for it.
I didn't really care for it. My dad would watch it. There's a few funny parts, but
yeah.
Philadelphia
is undoubtedly the best sports town in America.
Philadelphia can go suck a dick. Fuck them. No, they're not. First off, in my opinion, Detroit is. But Philadelphia can fuck right off.
Also, fuck their Philly cheesesteaks. They taste nasty.
You know, the original Philly cheese tastes disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't like them, but
fucking
you know,
upgrade.
I'm over. You know what? I'm gonna fucking say this right now, and I know it's gonna start a war. I would rather fucking eat our Philly cheesesteak from school with the fucking steakums than eat a Philly cheese from Philly.
Yep.
Yep.
Pappy Van Winkle is overrated.
Okay.
Who's Pappy Van Winkle?
I don't know.
Here you go. Hey, pie and cake are the same thing.
No, they're fucking not. No, they're not. They are not the same fucking thing. They're not the same thing in looks, in flavor, in consistency. It doesn't fucking matter. They're not the fucking same.
I think they're the same.
No, they're not. Because a cake is moist and fluffy. A pie has filling. There's two different fucking things. So, no.
Are you sure?
Yep. And I will bake you a pie. You're just trying to make me bake you a pie and a cake to show you the difference.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Bake me a pie. Soft pretzels are dish. Hard pretzels are a mistake.
I agree. I don't like crunchy. Pretzels. Yeah, I don't like crunchy. Now I want to go to Annie Ann's. I just like soft
pretzels because, yeah, they're good. You get, salt and it's dough.
Yeah, or like Annie Ann's, where you get the sour cream and onion and the fucking cinnamon, like all that, yeah.
New Orleans is lame.
I disagree with that. I haven't been there, but I like their food and I like some of the people.
It's pretty bomb there. Yeah. Bacon's all right, I guess.
I don't like bacon.
It depends on what it's on.
I was gonna say I really don't care for it in the way, you know how people are like, I'm gonna eat a pound of bacon right now. Like if I make
a bacon milkshake.
Like if I make bacon for breakfast, I'll eat it, but like I don't go out of my way to get like a bacon burger or something like that. Yeah.
Bill Simmons is the best sports writer alive. Go fuck yourself. I'm not even gonna get on that right now.
I can't
Bill
argue
Simmons.
this.
First off, Bill Simmons is a fucking creep, and I'm pretty sure you're a pedophile. Go fuck you. Fuck. All right, whatever. Sorry. Hipsters.
They say pedophile in America.
They say pedophile in America. Hipsters are integral to American culture.
I don't like them, but I get where they're coming from with the statement.
Yeah.
But I wish it wasn't true.
All right, we got 4 more. Why do people call Texas... Wait, what? Why do people from Texas call it barbecue when it's not even pork? What?
Because... What? Well, is it...
What? Why do people from Texas call it barbecue when it's not even pork? I think of chicken when I think of barbecue.
I think of meats being put on a fucking grill when I think of barbecue.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
The important thing about U.S. Airways is that they try hard.
Yeah, fuck themselves.
Go fuck yourself. In-N-Out and Five Guys burgers taste the same.
Oh, you can't do that.
No, that's not the same.
You can't do that.
That's not the same. That's East Coast versus West Coast.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
CrossFit and the paleo diet are founded on pseudoscience with no proven results.
I mean, I don't know anything about them. That's the problem. Yeah. You know, like I don't know
how militant atheists are still practicing a religion. Militant atheists?
What?
Okay, so atheists are still practicing religion.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to say. So, like, if you're an atheist, you're technically practicing a religion, and your religion is you don't believe in anything.
I don't see how that's practicing. You're not practicing. You just don't believe in something.
Right?
You're not going to a church to say, I don't believe in religion. You're not,
Can you imagine
know.
we just show up to church, be like with like the Black Lives Matter protests, or it says like people showing up with signs that make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
They're just there to be assholes.
Yeah.
We just show up to church like holding a sign in the back saying God's not real.
We don't believe in this. We're practicing atheism.
We don't even say anything. We're just standing in the back the whole time like, good morning.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Good
Jesus.
Sunday to you.
All right. Well, that is our first segment of things that piss you off. Please let us know if that stuff pissed you off or agitated you. But for right now, we're going to cut to break, get a quick word in from our sponsors, and then we're going to come back with a second surprise statement that none of you should listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do it and be an
Or
asshole.
do it. Or do it and be an ass. All right. See you in a bit. All right, guys, welcome back to the Arrow 44 podcast. This is our second segment of bad advice that you shouldn't follow. So I'm going to start off first. These are probably bad advice. No guy can resist a nag. Nagging is charming. So whenever you see a guy
girls
just
who
nag,
whine, stay on the vine.
Yep. Girls who whine, stay on the vine. Good 1950s term. Nothing says I'm strapped for cash quite like a piece of frozen toothpaste. The best way.
What?
So it basically, okay, so if you're hosting a dinner party and don't have a lot of cash, you can make alternative after dinner mints, which is freezing a tube of toothpaste, then cut it open and like slice the contents into like thin pieces.
Okay.
And it secretes. But it's toothpaste.
Yeah.
But it's like, kind of like thin mints.
Yeah.
Thin
No,
mints.
I get it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, mints.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, right? So this one's my favorite. It's called Alcohol Antidote. And it's in Japan or something. It says, not feel well, get drunk. And it says, because drinking cures everything, right? So if you're sick, just drink.
Yeah.
Just drink.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. Oh, yeah. Why make lemonade when you can make enemies? And then it shows a sign saying, when life gives you lemons, chuck them at someone.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying? When life gets you lemons, make lemonade. It's basically like, when life gives you good things, pass it along. This one's saying, when life gets you good things, brag to your enemies. Be like, oh, fuck yourself. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Which I totally agree with.
I do too.
Fashion forward and not gross at all. Star tip. I'm not very curvy and have no hips, so I pin sanitary towels or pads on the side of my knickers, then put my clothes on over the top, and it's instant curves.
I have seen that life hack before.
So if you want curves, just put a pad taped to your side? What the
Oh my god.
That's gross. That's kind of gross. All right. Run, Forrest, run, or find someone with a phone. What the hell? You're in outer space now, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh, it says emergency phone, and this is out of order. Keep running.
That's great
It's
advice.
actually pretty funny. Oh, you don't have a toaster to toast bread? That's fine. Just iron it.
I have seen that work before.
Have you? Put like an iron on that stuff? Just a little slutty. What's the easiest way to show your love? Be a slut.
I agree.
If you want to show someone you're
wait, this is bad advice.
Yeah, this is bad advice. Why are you agreeing? We have agreed to some of these. Oh God, that's not good.
I know, that's not good.
When all you need is some cardio support and you get rejected, it's a treadmill that is saying running is not recommended.
I agree. Running's not
Who wants
recommended.
to run? No need to exercise caution. An extreme car trick will do the trick. It says, warning, driving on sand can be dangerous. Take extreme car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Oh, if attacked by a mob of clowns, go for the juggler.
Okay.
I mean, that's actually pretty...
These are all just dad jokes.
These are how to cry instantly. I mean, immediately, without the help of an onion. Help needed. Best answer, stab yourself.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, I'm done working today, and I'm just gonna stab myself and be like, I'm done.
I just have a lot going on.
Oh no.
Keep calm and eat more pies.
Yes, I agree to that. That is not bad.
Eating pies may be helpful for remaining calm, but not for weight management.
Yeah, fuck weight management, whatever.
Who cares about germs? And it says stop the spread, and it's like germs is crossed off. It says stop the spread of zombies. Eat your own flesh.
I agree.
Because it originally says stop the spread of germs. Cough into your elbow.
I really don't see how this is bad advice.
I mean, that just speaks volumes about our life. Oh, if you don't have like your monitor, it doesn't raise or lower, just stack random shit underneath it.
I was gonna do that for this so that the camera was up more. Yeah, so I could sit up straight. That's why I'm like so awkwardly in here. Yeah.
Advice for the lazy. Night is for sleeping, day is for resting, and afternoons are for napping. Not bad advice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Never listen to Mr. Butts. Oh, it's one of those 1950s cigarette ads. It says, Mr. Butts talks to teenagers. Don't worry about cancer, kids. You're teenagers. You're immortal.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. You know how many things I did when I was a teenager that if I did now, I would instantly break something?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Oh my God. Being bullied? Just act less gay. Advice from teachers.
Oh my God, no. That's not okay.
Which school's new policy is blame the bullied, not the bullies? Yeah, it says being bullied, just act less gay. That's hysterical. Please neuter your... What? Neuter all. Please neuter your P's and weird friends and relatives. So everyone should neuter themselves, essentially. Oh, it says pets.
I was trying to figure out what the hell you were saying. I'm like, neuter your P's. The only thing is pets. What are you saying?
Please neuter your pets and weird friends and relatives. Okay, so just neuter fucking everyone, essentially.
Yeah. Whatever.
What? Don't text and drive. Oh, so it's just stick it up your butt. So it says, number 1, turn off your cell phone. Number 2, stick it in your butt. And number 3, start driving.
All right. That'll be comfortable.
Oh my God. So this thing is trying to prevent like no smoking and no bullying. And their main motto is take action, take control, quit school.
Yeah.
Yeah, quit school, kids. You don't need it.
No. See?
This is true. Every pizza is a personal pizza if you try hard and believe in yourself.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. From Domino's, we could eat one of those and no problem.
Oh yeah.
I want Domino's pizza now.
Public nudity. Ed's bar. Go naked. Nobody's watching.
Be naked.
Be naked, and that's the last bad advice that I have.
Okay, damn.
So what do you have for bad advice?
I don't think those were bad advice.
I think they were good advice.
Yeah. All right, so mine are 15 people share the worst advice that they got when they were young, I believe is what it says. So it starts out with the quote of the worst advice, and then they kind of like tell you why, I guess. So the first one is follow your passion. This advice once sounded great, but I don't have a lot downloaded yet. So this advice sounded great, but it assumes that I had some predisposed passion that I was born with. I didn't. So instead I spent years searching for my passion, wasting valuable time and money. I didn't find it, and it left me with a heartache. It wasn't until I realized that passion isn't something you're born with, it's something you develop when things change. I wish I had instead been given the advice to develop your passion. That would have been a life changer. You just kind of seem like a douche. Like, I get your point, but that's kind of douches. Your college major doesn't matter.
It depends on your major.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something that's going to piss some people off.
Do it.
Art majors are pointless.
I agree.
Art majors are pointless. You can't get a career. You can't get a career. You can't get a career. You can't get a career as an artist. That's a freelance thing, and you can get like side jobs, and you can work under someone as an artist, like a digital designer or something. Or like get like a $14 an hour job. Yeah. But go to school for like a trade job or something, or an actual career. You know what I mean?
Hey, if there's any artists listening that, did major in that and you made something of yourself, we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously,
us wrong.
congrats.
Yeah.
But, 80% of people that with, art degrees got the art degree because they're good at it.
Yeah.
But it's an easy degree if you're good at that stuff. And I am allowed to say this because I had an art degree.
Yeah.
And I only did it because I was forced to go to college, and I was like, fuck it, I might as well do something I'm good at. But now looking back, I was like, shit, I should have gone for engineering, criminal justice or something
better.
Something that could have progressed.
That wasn't a hobby. I'm sorry, but when you say you're an art major, I assume you're going to school for your hobby.
It's the same with music major. If you're if you don't want to be a music teacher, why the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
I had one kid who was like, well, I want to be the next big rock and roll artist. And I was like, you have fucking some big dreams there, bud.
Okay, but if you wanted to go and be on Broadway with actual bands, and symphonies and stuff, that's different.
That's different.
But because you want to start a rock band, you don't need to go to college for that, dude.
Yeah. That's stuff that you should take extracurricular.
Yeah, exactly.
And get a certificate in them. Don't get an actual degree.
No. Go to the local bars and play. Build a rep up for yourself. When in conflict, just walk away. I learned the hard way that walking away from an argument in a relationship is the worst thing to do because it makes your partner feel unappreciated and not heard. It's so hard, and I am not perfect at it, but staying in the argument is more beneficial and results in resolution than just avoiding and walking away. 100% true. 100% true. I can tell you that right now.
When I'm talking to you.
Yeah, if you need to walk away to calm down so you can go back and talk normally, different. But don't just walk away and ignore the situation. That makes shit worse. Any of my exes will tell you that.
Any of my exes will tell you that. If they're alive still.
Don't move out. Stay home and save up money. My aunt gave me this advice when I had just graduated high school and lived my whole life up to the point in a one-stoplight farm town. I needed culture, city lights, room to make mistakes. I didn't follow her advice. I'm glad I didn't. If I could speak to my younger self now, I'd say, move out, you're amazing, and you'll do great things.
Always move out when you're young.
I did.
Yeah. You need to learn the world.
You do. I learned from my mistakes, kind of, and, it was nice because I had to grow up, you know what I mean? And, I still had my parents and stuff, but, I had to grow up. I was on my own. I made it work.
Yeah. You need to fail in order to succeed.
Exactly.
And people that have succeeded without going into debt, without going to bankruptcy, or without going through hardships and having to live off $2 for a week for months, they're the ones that are going to come up on top. If you haven't gone through any of that shit where you actually started panicking, you can make it, but you're going to have a hard time if one thing falls through. Yeah, exactly. You're going to freak out if something minor happens.
Yeah. This one, don't be bossy. As a young girl who liked to lead my pack of friends, I took this as if you agree, people will like you. I have spent most of my young adulthood seeking the approval of others rather than being the leader I am. It was just recently that I had an epiphany that being bossy isn't a bad thing. There's an extent. You got to do it the right way.
So I saw something that says, encourage young girls, don't say you're bossy, say you have leadership skills, because it comes across different.
It does.
Yeah.
Because that gives them a different light. If you're telling, you and I talking, if I was you're being bossy, you're automatically going to get defensive. You're going to, maybe feel bad about yourself. But if I was listen, you definitely have leadership qualities. We should work on fine tuning them. That's how you bring that across.
That's different. Yeah.
In a better light,
Because it's encouraging and at the same time, sometimes people will reel back when they hear that because they're like, oh, I don't have to come off strong because they know I'm a leader.
They feel my presence.
Yeah, they feel my presence.
I scrolled up. You'll be happy once you're successful. I agree that's absolutely shit advice.
I agree. I'm not successful and I'm fucking miserable and depressed.
Right, so, but, that's for different reasons, too. I don't think that I'm, look, I had 14 years at one job and nothing to show for that, technically. So I would say that I'm not successful, but to me, they're saying as a successful in your career. That doesn't mean shit to me. No. I feel almost successful in life, for different reasons.
To me, successful is, I don't have to worry about shit. I could do my day-to-day job, and I don't have to worry, everything's under control. That to me is successful, and I could be happy because I am fucking relaxed.
Right.
But when you don't have shit under control, it is a nightmare.
Yeah, no, I agree. So there's a way to say that.
Yeah.
Like, you can say you'll be happy once you're successful. You can say that you can find successfulness in different areas of your life, and you'll be happy once you're at that point where you're satisfied with what you have. You know, like, they kind of word it differently, I think. Like, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't personally like that one. You pick a person, you pick a set of problems. They're not wrong. My mom told me this relationship advice, and for years it seemed to make sense to me. It wasn't until my early 40s that I realized the advice had caused me to constantly be on alert for the negative in my relationships. That set of problems that I was willing to live for with the rest of my life. It made me afraid to commit to another person, because who wants to be committing to a set of problems? Letting go of that idea allowed me to be open to finding true love. If I could go back, I would tell my younger self that life is an adventure. Find a person who makes you happy and enjoy the ride. I agree with that.
I do agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Don't attract too much attention. I don't agree with that at all. You be the fucking shining star in the dark room. That one's a big paragraph. I mean, yeah, there's certain incidences that you don't want to attract. Like, if you're robbing a bank, you don't want to draw attention, you know?
I mean,
but like,
in all honesty, it depends on the person.
It does. Like, for you, like,
don't try to be the center of attention.
Right.
Too much, because...
But don't dull yourself out just because you don't think you're good enough.
Pick and choose your surroundings with that one.
Yep.
Don't just do it to do it, because then you're just going to make matters worse. But if you are comfortable in your surrounding and, like, comfortable with the people around you, go for it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, absolutely.
Meeting new people, I would take it a little bit easy. Or being in new environments, I would take it easy, because you want to know, okay, if I do this, I'm going to be rewarded for doing this and accepted, not just shot down. And I think that's a lot of things that, especially people in Generation Z and younger, do that they shouldn't, is that they just put themselves out there to do it, not realizing that it might not be the right environment for that.
Right.
And then they just put a bigger target on their back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I was going to say, I don't give a shit. You don't fucking like me, you don't like me. I'm not here for you, and I'm the person I am.
Yeah,
but
which is fine.
At the same time, I do tone it down around certain people, because, like, you're an uneasy person, you know what I mean? So if you had met me at full blast and not at GameStop, we wouldn't have gotten along, because I would have been too much for you, I think. You know, I would have been too over the top, but you gradually came into it with me, if that makes sense.
But I also kind of opened up too.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, but imagine if you met me full force, fucking obnoxious, going, yelling, loud, you know what I mean? I don't think that would have been the best situation to start our friendship. It would have taken a lot longer.
Who the fuck is this?
Exactly. Yeah. And then, you know, instead I'm just like, that's not what I fucking asked. And then, fake it until you make it. I think it's funny, but I don't agree with that. No. And, like, the last two lines for this reason, I chose to be honest about what I knew and didn't know. I found that it made people follow me more and helped me be a successful leader. And I completely agree with that.
No one wants to be around a phony or fake.
Right. Yeah. Because if you do the fake until you make it, you're a know-it-all. If
you try to be someone you're not, kind of going back to last discussion, if you try to be someone you're not, no matter what, your true colors are going to show eventually. Whether you're a bad person trying to be good, or, like, you're trying to fix up some traits, don't lock them away. Kind of just, like, gradually, like, let them show. Because if you try to be, like, say you're, like, a really bubbly person, you try to be, like, an emo person, and then that goes well for, like, a month or two, like, you keep having to remember yourself to do it, you get around these people that like that, and all of a sudden your true colors start to show.
Right.
That's when, like, all this negativity, toxic relationships come.
Yeah.
It's like you pretended to be someone that you're not, and you basically tricked and betrayed people that wanted that. And don't try to be someone you're not.
Be your fucking self and find the people that enjoy you for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This, don't expect a fairy tale ending. I do, but don't agree with that. You know, like if you want to give someone hope, you know, you can say like you can have that fairy tale ending because I do believe if you work hard enough towards it and you
Yeah.
do what you want, you will get it.
Yeah.
But some people are just dumb and, you know,
I
can't.
would say don't overshoot what you're capable of. Because if you overshoot it and you can't reach it, you're just going to feel more shittier about yourself. Get like
Yeah.
X like goals that you can actually do.
Right.
And then go up from there.
See, that's what I would say because that's still kind of limiting, but I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Like I know you don't mean it, but like you said, I would say go for your goals you know you can achieve and
Yeah.
then start setting harder ones for you
Yeah.
and start reaching for the stars that way. Like I hate people that are like reach for the stars now.
Don't
Yeah.
overshoot. Don't jump the
Yeah.
shark.
Yeah,
jump the
exactly.
shark.
Like go for what you can and then it'll be better because you got those out of the way. Now
Yeah.
go for the harder ones and that's your achievements right there.
Let's put it this way. If you take the slow path, you're going to be so much stronger and
Yep.
smarter that if you just jump the shark, you would instantly get your leg bit off.
Let's put
because
it in
you don't have
gamer
the
terms.
experience.
Doing the slow path is doing the story mode and gaining the XP. It's not just jumping into the off missions that are like at level 20 when you're still at level 2. Like so do the story
Here's another
mode.
term.
Gradually level.
Yeah. Don't run past all the villages asking for help just to become the hero of the village. Talk to everyone, make connections, get experience. Sooner or later, when you go to be the hero of the village, they'll actually be behind you.
Yeah. And you'll have that built up already.
You'll have your reputation built up with the Thieves Guild and all that, and they'll heed to your every word, Dragonborn.
Be a man. I say to be a dick, but I really don't like that. Like where they say be a man, stop crying. Like it
Okay,
doesn't matter. I don't like that.
Because everyone cries, but
Yeah.
your ex should have been a man because he wasn't.
But I say like man up because that's for everybody. It's just a general term like man up, you know? Like do it. You can, you know.
The only time I look at a guy and think that is when they're getting pushed around.
Yeah, like Chris.
Everyone.
Pretty much any of my exes.
No, so I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like they have the ability to say
But
shit,
they don't.
but they don't.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
It's a whole other exception. He was just a
An
weakling.
idiot.
He was something that probably shouldn't have survived coming out of the womb. I'm surprised he even survived coming out of the womb.
Me too.
That being said, he was super weak, super fragile. I could flick him in the fucking shoulder and he'd break.
Yeah.
He was born like a bottle of glass already cracked. He was born like I was already shot in the leg. He was born like I was born without my head. You want me to keep going?
No.
'Cause I fucking hate this kid. So I don't like it when I see, like I said, like, dude, be a man. Is like when like I see them getting pushed around by their friends and they're always overspoken or they're always just like, oh, I guess I'll go with the flow. And I'm like, no, be a man. Fucking stick up for yourself. Or stick up for your girlfriend. Stick up for your friend. Like, don't fucking let this happen. Like, do something.
But we say that to each other, too. It's a gender neutral like, thing for us. Yeah.
But I get that some men grow up with, like, I gotta be a man. But it's also the fact of, like, yeah, you are a man. Like, you need to be strong. You need to do all this stuff. But at the same time, like, I think dignity kind of comes with it, too.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, don't let your dignity get destroyed because you have insecurities. And
like I personally, I wouldn't tell my son like stop crying, be a man. Like I wouldn't say that. Like when I tell him to stop crying, it's because he's just fake crying. Yeah, like he's just fake crying, or crying because they're at that age they don't understand, so that's the only thing they know to do.
Get their way.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're fake crying, or they're using it.
Are we talking about Oakley? Or are we talking about Chris?
No, I was talking about Oakley at that point, but Chris actually fits into that very well, into that definition.
I'm gonna get every dig I can.
No, it's okay. Pursue a sensible career.
We just talked about that.
I don't see why that's bad.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
You need security. Get that security, son.
So, okay, for this. I'm a naturally creative type at heart, but because I had good grades in science, I was told by many people that I should pursue a career in science and engineering because that's where the money and job security was. I spent almost 15 years as a consulting engineer, but I was miserable and my health declined.
Okay.
When I finally decided to quit my career as an engineer and follow my passion, my health improved. If I had my time again, I would tell my younger self, tune in, find your own personal truth and follow that, and success and happiness will follow.
So that was kind of misleading. Like the title.
Yeah.
Because get a sensible career. Yeah, get a sensible career. Get something that'll make you money. You have security.
Yeah.
But do something that you like.
Don't just
do it.
Yeah.
So like I like engineering. I want to go to Massachusetts for engineering, like to school and everything. But that's because I like working with my hands. I like building stuff. I like figuring stuff out. I learn with my hands, and I love working with my hands. Cars, whatever. So if I get a job in that, I'm going to be happy because it won't feel like a job to me. But say I went to engineering for like doing like mathematics and shit and doing all these.
You're not going to be happy.
I'm not going to be happy because I don't like doing that shit. I'm not working with my hands. So yes, get a sensible career, but get something in that career that you like.
Yeah.
Don't go for the big pay.
No, I completely agree.
Unless you
completely
want to.
agree. Well, this kind of falls into that though. Like if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
This advice turned out to be wrong. In fact, it's more like this. If you love what you do, you'll kind of work all the time, which is true. That is why I don't really like that saying, but at the same time, I get it. It's like a 50-50 saying for me. Because they're like, I'm not saying work is bad, but if you keep chasing a work life that is nothing but fun and easy all the time, you're going to miss out on some amazing opportunities and lessons. Work can be tough, weird, difficult, complicated, beautiful, fun, easy all at the same time. If you take every little bump in the road, as a sign, you're going in the wrong direction, you'll never get very far.
So, from what they're saying, if you take the easy road and you're like, oh, this shit's too easy, I'm not having a challenge, that's your fucking fault.
That's your fault. Get something with a challenge.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Like, go for promotion. Do the extra hard work.
Exactly.
Like, challenge yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, of course you're going to be fucking bored.
See, how this affects me is, say I wanted to go into video game design and 3D animation because I love gaming. Unfortunately, because of color and a bunch of other issues that I have, I was unable to do that. But I'm kind of glad I didn't, because yes, it would have been fun, but then gaming for fun would have just felt like work or a chore. It's like I've been gaming all day and, trying to fix this fucking glitch or figure this out. It's like the last thing I want to do is play another fucking video game with glitches.
Like when you're a music major, because I was one for a semester, and they teach you like fine tuning.
Yeah.
I can't. Even sometimes I'll listen to a song and I'll be like, what the fuck was that? And I'll turn it and they messed up or they missed a key and I could hear it. And some of my songs have been ruined for me because I'm like, fuck,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So now, that ruins it.
Imagine, because I wanted to go for, again, digital arts for video games, but the environment. Imagine if I was playing a video game and I was like, what was that? And I saw like a tree leaf that was just glitchy a tiny bit that they missed. That would drive me fucking insane.
But that's what I'm saying. So your fun would become work at that point. So I get that aspect, but this example was fucking stupid.
Yeah, the example was stupid. If you're bored, it's probably your fault.
That's your fault. Your grades will dictate your success. That is not true at all.
That's not true at all.
Not true at all.
I got accepted to the University of Advanced Technology with flunking SUNY Adirondack. I almost flunked high school, and I got accepted, but I couldn't afford it. I got accepted based off my entry letter to be a graphic designer for gaming because of my passion for gaming.
Yes.
They accepted me based off that. They literally said, fuck your grades. This is her passion. She'll do fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Do grades help sometimes?
Yes, they do, but you don't have to, it doesn't have to be your last thing. Yeah.
Yeah, don't kill yourself.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression.
No, you don't. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah, my first boss told me this advice, and over time I learned it was wrong, and it became a burden. So their example, trying to create a good first impression hinders people from being authentic, experimenting, and taking risk, which is what I said before about, like, if you don't like who I am, fuck you then. But I get it.
Don't try to change who you are.
But don't try to change who you are.
Someone.
I'm still the same person I am. I just tone it down. That's it.
Yeah, this goes again with like, don't
Yeah.
change your personality to match someone else's.
Right. Just
Your
tone
first
it down.
impression is being you. If they don't like you for you, that's
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah.
if they don't like you because of something that you overburdened yourself with, like, I'm going to try
Yeah.
to be really funny. Oh, they like jokes? I'm going to try to think of as many jokes as possible.
Yeah. That's not you. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if I'm hanging out with someone, I change my personality to the sense of, say I'm hanging out with someone who doesn't like swearing. I try not to swear. Yeah. That's not really, that's just being respectful though. You know what I mean? But like, you know, or if I meet some people for the first time, I'll try to tone it down and not be so wild or outspoken. But once I get to that point, I'm good.
I met someone for the first time, and first impressions are everything to me, because if you're going to be around in my life or hang out with my friends, I want to be able to be around you and not fucking despise you, to where if you commit suicide, and I know this is dark, if you commit suicide or you get murdered, I should care.
Right. Right.
There are people right now who have killed themselves that I knew, or have died that, or say if they did die the next day, I could be like, oh, that sucks.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, oh, too bad. Because I didn't care for you.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm heartless? No, it just means that.
No, it just means you had no impact in my life.
You have no impact in my life, so your death has no impact on me either.
Sorry for your family and friends, but
if the first time I meet you and your first impression is to tell me to lose weight, mock the way I look, mock the way I talk, and basically just be a douchebag to me for no reason every time I open my mouth, tell me that no one cares and shit like that, what makes you think I want to fucking like you? Like, that doesn't cool. That doesn't make you a hot shot. It makes you a fucking dick and an asshole.
Yeah, it just makes you a douchebag.
And I hate when people are like, oh, but that's how they are. No, it doesn't fucking matter. It's called manners and respect. You have it or you don't. Get out of my face. So, person, for example, if they shot themselves in the face due to PTSD, I would kind of be like, that sucks. Like, I would give a shit.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma's a bitch. You know what I mean? So, with first impressions, don't go beyond to where you're not yourself because you're trying to, like, get them to like you. But also don't be an asshole, because then they don't want to get to know you.
Right. Like, just, if you're an asshole, there's, you know, you're fine. I would consider us to be assholes. I really would. But we're also
people. We try to be respectful and we tone it.
And we see if you deserve it. What asshole you deserve of us, like the mean one or broski asshole.
Like, you know, the sarcastic asshole. Or
exactly.
No, I hate your fucking guts. I hope you die tomorrow. Yeah, so I don't care. Asshole.
Like, get out of my room. Stop taking up my oxygen. Or you can stick around and say words.
How dare you move into my room before I moved out and take my $600 for weed money, you cunt.
That too.
There's
any
more?
One. I'm done. So.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, I have no more.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Are you sure? Rant now. You don't want to get out like maybe 2 or 3 more before we end? You don't have any just wrangling around in there you want to get out?
Wrangling around in there? Okay, maybe.
All right, go.
So, for example, I won't name names, but Arian met this guy once who lived in Schenectady. He liked to dress feminine, which is fine. Do you? But Arian told him, because he wore makeup, she goes, listen, because this is, again, when, like, all the transgender shit was new. She's like, listen, you know, she grew up in an environment where that stuff's weird. She is getting better. Just don't throw it in her face. She'll love you for you. Just be yourself. Mm-hmm. The first thing he does when I show up is get in my face and go, does my makeup freak you out?
I remember that. It took me a second who you're talking about, but I know.
He's like, does my makeup freak you out? And mind you, we were in his apartment for like 10, 15 minutes while he was getting ready. I never said shit. Granted, I gave him some looks because, again, it's new to me. But I still held a friendly conversation. Yeah. He was like, he even asked me, should I go like red or blue? And I was like, no, just go black. Red and blue is not good for you. Like, I was giving him advice. And he left to go to dinner, and he just randomly, does my makeup freak you out?
Mm-hmm. In your face, too.
Yeah, like, don't corner me to the wall. So right then and there, I was already like, I fucking hate this asshole.
You know what's funny is now, Lil, if you saw it, he's not like that anymore. He got engaged to this chick and stuff like that. And, like, he has a beard and, like, manly looking. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
But, like, that's another first impression thing was, like,
But that's a first impression thing.
Don't get in her face about it. Like, ease her in. She's a really good person. It's just she doesn't really get the whole guys.
You're younger and from a different time and place than we are.
Yeah, like I grew up in a not accepted environment. Like my hometown is not accepting of that shit. Yeah. And it took a while to break it. So she basically was like, just ease her in. Don't fucking get in my face and say, "Do I freak you out?"
I remember that. I was even like, dude, what the fuck? You did exactly the opposite. What I
told you not to do. Back to Chris. First time I meet him, Arian warns me. She goes, "Just let you know, he talks like a female, so just kind of get that."
I said he has a really high voice. He sounds like a chick.
How are you? That's how he sounded. I literally looked at Arian.
Started laughing.
I started laughing.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to, but like I didn't expect. When I expected it, I thought it meant like, you know how like manlier guys are when they talk feminine, like the high valley voice.
Yes.
I thought it was gonna be like that.
Yeah. He had a higher pitched voice than we did.
A female hopped in the car, so he was like, "Hey, how are you?" I was like, "What?" And I turned around. I was like, "Holy shit! I thought you were a girl."
Yep. But the problem is, and it tells me right there too, here's a good advice. If you're going to be embarrassed about the person you're dating and have to tell somebody like, hey, he has a high-pitched voice, or if you're going to be embarrassed by them, it's not good.
Be with them.
Yeah, it's not good.
So what was it? Oh, we went to his house to just hang out, and he was really big into anime, and I'm not. So, like, he was like, "Do you like anime?" And I was like, "No, not really. I mean, I like Pokemon, but I kind of grew up on that. So, like, anything in that generation, kind of. But I don't watch Japanese shows. Like, it's not for me." And he came at me for it. And I was like, "All right, you want to fucking do this right now?"
Yeah, I remember that. And I'm like, what? I don't understand what you're trying to prove or do here. Like, none of this makes sense.
So that wasn't a good first impression for me because I was like, is anything I fucking say just going to be an argument with you?
Yeah.
And it was.
It was always an argument.
And I won every single time.
Yep, sure did. I was proud of you.
I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, last one. It was a long time ago. I was in high school, still kind of homophobic, and I was told to join the drama club because my English teacher ran it, and he knew I was homophobic, and I told him, like, I don't want to be homophobic anymore. I need to be around people that are accepting of, like, gay people, because all I'm around is people that aren't accepting. And I told him, like, a lot of my friends came out as gay. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I need to learn. If I didn't see myself coming out there and not being homophobic. I thought I was going to be homophobic my whole life. But what I did want is to know when to turn it off, to be respectful. And voice my views. And luckily, like, it did change. But so I joined, and the first thing that happened when I came is he told everyone, like, hey, you know, like, ease her into it, because they're very, very gay in the drama club. And so I was working backstage, just trying to get along with everyone. And this girl was playing, she was definitely, like, you know, the boyish version of gay. I don't want to use the word, because I'm now respectful. But basically looked like a dude. And she was playing with glitter, and she was having fun. All I fucking said was, and I don't see how this is homophobic, all I said was, oh, do you like glitter? That's it.
Yeah, I still don't get this.
She threatened to fucking come at me for being a straight homophobic cunt and threatened to beat the shit out of me. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, let me reword this. Do you like glitter because you're a fag? And then, like, we just went at it. But, like, I didn't get in trouble because, like, my drama teacher was like, you started that. Like, she asked a simple question, no homophobicness behind it, just like, oh, do you like glitter? Like, she just instantly took it as, I'm a homophobe, I'm instantly being homophobic, and, like, just came at me. So then I did say something homophobic, because go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like, you're trying, so you're like, all right, well, I'm going to give you a reason to hate me.
Yeah, all right, you want to hate me? I'll give you a fucking reason. And, like, yeah, your face is gone. But basically, me and her never got along. And even though, like, we had our moments, it was always me thinking back to that. Like, she's too fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
Even, like, and she was always like, oh, I'm the tough guy. And I'm like, no, you're a sensitive cunt. Like,
yeah. Like, so I was just trying to ask you a question.
Yeah, that first impression for me, like, ruined it. I was like, no, you could go fuck yourself. If she was crying over, like, a girlfriend that hurt her feelings, I'd be like, aren't you supposed to be a tough guy? Like, I was just a dick to her for no reason, because I'm like, if you want to be a dick to me, I'll be a dick to you.
Yeah. So you just had that relationship from there on because of first impressions.
Because of first impressions. Yeah. So yes, first impressions mean everything. Be yourself.
I agree.
Be yourself, but don't go overboard and try to be something you're not. And don't try to be a tough guy or a cool kid in the group, because no
Exactly.
one likes someone that pretends to be something they are not.
Yeah.
If I don't like you for you being you, that's different. We just won't get along. But
Yeah.
I respect you. You respect me. We're cool. I have nothing wrong with you. But if you come at me for no fucking reason, now we got a problem. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we
No, I
cannot
do.
have the same views. We could not, like, have the same perspective. But if you respect me, I'll respect you. If you come at me, bitch, I will come at you and I'll fucking end it. Like,
Come at me, bro.
Come at me. Like,
I like this. Look, I turned into the predator.
you did. I'm at the beach still, having a good old time. My arm is gone. Okay. All right, but that's it for this podcast. We ranted a bit, but that's kind of what we wanted.
Yeah. No, it really was.
But so what did we learn today, people? First impressions do matter. Be yourself.
Do whatever fucking makes you happy.
Do whatever fucking makes you
shit?
happy.
Yeah.
And remember,
Unless it's being a pedo.
Yeah, don't be a pedo. No one likes a pedo.
Or a rapist.
They say pedophile in America. What else? Oh, yeah. Pizza, pie, and cake are not the same things.
No, they're not.
What else? Alcohol is definitely to cure sickness. And crunchy cookies are the best with milk. Don't believe what any psychopath says to you.
I fucking hate crunchy cookies.
They are wrong. Crunchy cookies and Chips Ahoy are the way to go. If you're tipping any other cookie in milk, you are fucking psychopath.
I don't dip my cookies in milk, except Oreos once in a very great while, but the lemon Oreos I eat plain. I don't use milk.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next Thursday. Remember, we post every single Thursday on Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and so much more, including Spreaker and something called hang on. 1 second here. I know. Just give me 1 second. Distribution.
I'm gonna download the face ones.
Podchaser. We're on
Got
that.
it.
So we are on Geo7, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Deezer, Castbox, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube.
Spreaker.
If you can't find us, it's your fault.
It really is.
Oreo cookies are heathen crunchy cookies forever.
I like the lemon ones.
Okay, bye guys.
All right, bye.